Hello everyone, welcome back to another 2v2 Warhammer battle. This is going to be the Empire and Warriors of Chaos versus Greenskins and the Wood Elves. Let's just cover this Greenskin army. There are a lot of Goblin Rock Lobbers. There's an insane amount of Goblin Rock Lobbers. We have 3 Biggins, 2 Night Goblin Archers, and they're being led by someone over here, I can't remember. Goblin Great Shaman. The Wood Elf player is then in a tightly packed formation behind the absurd amount of the Goblin Rock Lobbers. Again, in this little semicircle, protecting, I guess, these Glade Guard in here. We got some Wildwood Rangers, Durthu, War Dancers, and then these are all the Eternal Guard in a very tightly packed formation. And then a not a fully, or is that a fully upgraded Eagle? A highly upgraded Eagle. But yeah, for my army, front line of great swords, flagellants, 2 swordsmen, and then I brought 3 Free Company militia, 1 Reichsguard over here, and then I brought the Zentless Reichsguard over here, being led by Balthasar Gelt, who is back here searching for Vanguard deployed forces, and then also a Temple of Luminarch. My ally brought a Warriors of, or Chaos Warriors in the front. We have Aspiring Champions behind them. They are being led by Prince Sigvald the Magnificent, who is with his Mirror Guard. We have 2 Halberd Infantry on the flanks, and then we have some Marauder Horse Masters here, and then the Swords of Chaos right there. So as soon as the match opened, all the Goblin Rock Lobbers hit the target that was closest to them before I started moving, and that is this. So in one salvo of all those rocks that actually hit the Luminarch, we got 50% healthier, and I'm like, oh, Jesus. So I need to go just all over the place. I need to start dodging these shots. And my idea was to use the Temple off Luminarch to snipe a Spellsinger of Life, because they're, you know, they're the real, well, they've always been in, but now they're extra in, since they have the Duelist of Below spell. So I wanted to snipe that Spellsinger very quickly with the Luminarch, but now I'm just sitting here dodging all these catapult shots of an army that is made up of mostly catapults that is sitting in front of the other army that can protect it. Which this is like, I don't know, you should have these roles flipped. You should have these roles super flipped. But I'm going to try and go over here with my Zentless Reichsguard. My other Reichsguards go up the middle. I'm then going to try and do little shaky moves here and here to try and get these Orc Biggins off me and then engage them with the Flagellants who are running up ahead. Luminarch's going to go over here. My handgunners are going to go up right here. Not handgunners, sorry. The Free Company Militia. Gelt's going to go up over here. And you can see I'm trying to make sure that I'm not engaged by the Orc Biggins. I want to make sure that the 3 melee units that they brought are engaged before we go in and start trying to drive out these Goblin Rock Lobbers, who have done an insane amount of damage to these Flagellants. They're doing a good amount of damage to the Great Swords. And then again, they almost sniped my Temple of Luminarch. Speaking of, there's a Great Eagle coming our way, so I'm going to hit it with the Temple of Luminarch's ability, and then we're going to shoot it in the face with a giant laser beam. Giant laser beam. Nice shot. Meanwhile, over here, Balthasar Gelt is going to cast a Final Transmutation on nearly this entire army, who is now focusing down my Reichsguard with all of their Glade Guard Starfire Shafts. They are doing good damage to my Reichsguard. I'll give them that. And then there goes the Final Transmutation. This is not upgraded. It's just a Final Transmutation. In fact, actually, I don't even know if upgraded one does. Yeah, it does extended duration, doesn't it? Anyway, so that's going to be a Final Transmutation dropped on the enemy army. Pretty good damage, especially since they are tightly packed together. This thing routed briefly, then came back from routing, and this is going to go over here. Then I'm going to start dropping some metal shards on their face, because again, they are so tightly packed. My Reichsguard did take a beating. I didn't really do that much to it. And we have already crumbled basically all of the Goblin Rock Lobbers because they are in front of the one army that could maybe hold us off for a little bit of time. I'm really confused by this. My Free Company Militia hasn't even really gotten some shots off yet. They shot a couple Orc Biggins a little bit, but I'm moving them up. I'm going to try and flank shots into the Wood Elves. Getting my Zentless Reichsguard back here. Great Swords back there. I'm going to engage these Great Swords, Flagellants, and anything else that is in the front line. Meanwhile, Balthasar Gelt's just kind of hanging out in the back. He was assisting with taking out a Goblin Rock Lobber. I'm going to cast another Final Transmutation on this major group here, I guess after another one of these metal shards. Now I'm sniping Durthu with the Temple off Luminarch. Zentless Reichsguard still trying to get back here. I'm micromanaging every single unit right now, trying to make sure I get these Free Company Militia into the fight at least. You can see the Swords of Chaos went right up in the front to try and take out Durthu. This is a silly battle, man. There we go. Goblin Shaman was sniped. Well, not even sniped, just killed. Another shot on Durthu there with the Temple of Luminarch, and now we're going to get a rear charge on these Glade Guard. Trying to charge in with these swordsmen. There goes the Final Transmutation. And that is going to assist in breaking the morale of these units, which will then break the morale of units nearby. And then everything is going to shatter, leaving only a Great Eagle to come back and try and do something, but it shatters as well. I don't think I've ever seen a fight with that many rock lobbers, so I needed to show this. I needed you to see it, that on one hand, like, it looked pretty cool when they did one salvo and almost took out a Luminarch. It looked pretty cool when they almost took out an entire Flash in the group in another salvo and then did some damage to the Greatswords. But then it didn't look super cool when we just rode them down. Yeah, like, it's, I guess, you know, to some people this could be tempting to bring. You're like, oh man, I'll just snipe their entire army before they get there. It also would help if they had an ally who, I don't know, didn't just turtle up in a very dense formation behind all the artillery. Like, if those Eternal Guard were spread on, like, an even line in front of all those catapults and, like, on their sides, then at least it would have taken us a little bit longer to get to the catapults, and they could have been super effective, because with all that catapult fire, focusing down, like, a single Chaos Warrior unit or the Mirror Guard, like, they would be destroyed, man. That's so much damage to try and resist. You can't. So if this person had an ally who actually, like, if, listen, I don't want to say, like, talk me up that much, but if I was with this person, and I was, you know, deployed on the map, I didn't even look at their army beforehand, because I really should, but I don't, and I was like, oh my god, my first reaction would be, oh my god, really? Oh my god. And then I would go to proceeding to try and support this player the best I can by spreading out the Flash and the Greatswords, and the Swordsman and my Reichsguard all in as big of a line, and, like, kind of like half square, we'll call it, like a half square, around those catapults, because you should. Even if you don't like what your ally is doing, you're better off supporting them in whatever the hell they're doing than trying to just ignore them and pretend that they don't exist, because then they're probably just going to die. Just like this person did. They just went behind them and they're like, oh, no, this is your fight, man. You wanted to bring the catapults? Well, there, you can go catapult yourself right off in the front. I'm just going to chill out here in the back, and they just got targeted. It was a 2v1 and then another 2v1, basically. I don't even know if you want to call this this is like a 2v 0.4, because they just don't have nothing to hold back all of our infantry and anything. But it does look impressive when you take out almost an entire unit with like a single salvo of all these. It looks cool, I'll give you that. Anyway, that was a quick battle, I know. Sorry, but I wanted to show this one because I thought it was ridiculous. When I saw this army, I openly laughed. Because it was against me, you know, for once. It wasn't on my side. I was like, ha ha, ha ha. This isn't my ally this time. No. I got an ally with an actual good army. Not that I want to judge this person's army. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it could work somewhere in some battle at some other time other than this one. Let's go watch the cinematic view.
Moving on.
Look at all those rocks!
Yes, sir! Quickly!
There's an obscene amount of rocks! Like, I can't afford to just sit there and try to snipe anything. I have to be moving.
No lingering!
Look at all those rocks! And I'm like, nope! I'm just gonna move over here.
Formation!
My poor Greatswords, though.
Yes, sir! Moving now! Formation march! Go! We're brave for the twin-tailed comet! Taking
They're still trying to snipe it. So I guess it wasn't even all the catapults attacking him like a flashlight. I think it was just only some on this flank over here. They still did an obscene amount of damage. Look at that! Obscene amount of rocks! I'm like, what up, Night Gavos?
Yes, my lord.
But yeah, like, bringing all this arty and then on top of that, still bringing 2 archer groups.
Gonna kill him!
At least the Wood Elf player was close enough to support with archer fire here, I guess. But if we're this close, then these Goblin Rock Lobbers are not going to be having a good day. Oh, I didn't even notice this happening over here. Oh, there goes another vortex spell, just doing nothing. Looks cool though. But in this battle, our armies, they just walked forward. Like, that's all we needed to do. Like, here I am worried about dwellers from below, worried about Vanguard deployed, what do they call it, Wild Riders. Because in this map, there is a lot of room for Vanguard deployment around your enemy's deployment zone. There's a lot. You can definitely get into the Vanguard shenanigans. You get behind them, to the side of them, in front of them. It's like, no, I didn't need to worry about that at all. I'm just going to snipe her through in the face. With this Luminarch that nothing can take out at this point. Oh, look at that mirror guard. God, they're just such badasses. I mean, they look badass. I think they should have been like 950. At 950, I would have been like, you know what? This is a unit you should probably take all the time. But but that extra 100 just, it goes from like, hell yeah, take this unit to like, I mean, if you really want a bunch of badasses on the battlefield that look cool, yeah, sure, you can take them.
No! We serve the Emperor.
And then we just got behind them, and there was nothing in the backfield to stop our Reichsguard from just like. This is a silly battle. It's a silly battle. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the Goblin Rocklobber army. You know, I was thinking about doing it myself. I was like, you know, one of these days I should just get a whole bunch of Goblin Rocklobbers and see if it works. Well, no, I don't need to. I will see you all next time, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye.